Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I thank you so much for being here. I don't always look this busted. You know, you can take a look back at some quite a few videos ago. I don't always look this busted, but I just recently had eye surgery and I can't do makeup, which leads me to A, look busted, and B, having to continue to vlog instead of doing beauty type videos. But that's no tea, no shade, because I'm having a little bit of fun with these because they are really chill and laid back and way more easier to edit. So yeah. Anyways, if you've been keeping up with my last few videos, then I'm sure you guys can tell a big difference in my eye and my attitude, my whole demeanor. We need to talk. Oh yeah, by the way, no, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm just casually sitting in the car waiting on my driver. But while I'm doing that, before I headed on to the Goodwill, I figured I'd give you all, the ones that care and have been keeping up, wanted to give you all a little eye update. Because again, I'm sure you all can notice a little bit of a difference. So yeah, great news. I am not in pain anymore. And as you can see, I can open up my eye a lot more. Why? Because it's not swollen. And also a lot of the redness has gone down. Yes, it is still red a little bit. You know, I still got a little bruising here. And it's still very much red over here. But it has calmed down a lot. So how did we get here, you may ask? Because if you've seen my last couple videos, you know that I was not the best. In my last video, actually, you know, you guys know that I was in a lot of pain. My eye and my face right here was really swollen. I felt like I have been having a migraine since my surgery, which was over 4 weeks ago. Actually going on 5 weeks, but 4 weeks at the time. I was in a lot of pain. I was like, you know what, forget this. I gotta make me an appointment. So I went to my eye specialist, and he came to the conclusion that he thought maybe it was like my sinuses acting up, because you know, the weather's changing. It is cold and flu season as we speak, and the way I was describing my pain, he thought that it may have been my sinuses being like, I don't know, blocked or clogged or backed up, whatever, causing all of this pain and pressure and everything. So he told me to take Sudafed and put me on a 6-day steroid pack. This was a Thursday, so today is Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So we had Thanksgiving, then we had Black Friday, and then we have today. So that's where I'm at today, that I'm filming this right now. So last Thursday is when I got put on a steroid pack, started then. So as I'm taking this steroid pack, you know, nothing is changing. Like, I'm still in so much pain, my eye is still very much swollen. Nothing's changing, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have hope. I'm like, I've been on these things a couple days. Maybe I figured it'd be working by now, but maybe I'll just have to give it a little bit more time. I don't know. Then it got to where I had 1 pill left. I was on my last day of the steroid pack, and I'm like, you know what, I can't do this. I'm gonna take this last pill, and if I'm still in some pain, I'm calling the doctor again, because I cannot deal with this. And I'm not one to keep going back and forth to the doctor. Like I said before, I don't even like taking pain medication. So the fact that I'm sitting here doing this and staying persistent about it shows that I'm in a lot of freaking pain. I can't even explain to you how bad it hurt, but just know that it hurt. And again, if any of you have ever had a migraine, then you know just how bad it hurts. They're no joke. And I had one for like 4.5 weeks. Straight, on top of eye pain and swelling and everything else. But anyways, so I took my last steroid pill. I waited a few hours and I said, you know what, screw this, because by this point, this is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, right? So that means that I have basically this Tuesday or that next Wednesday to get in and see someone. Otherwise, everything was going to be closed. Everything was going to be closed. I know Thanksgiving Day, probably Black Friday as well, as far as doctor's offices go, and then the weekend. So I'm like, if I don't get in today or tomorrow, I'm going to have to even deal with this pain until next week. So I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. So I went ahead and I called my retina specialist, but unfortunately they did not have doctors in the office at the time. They said that they had a couple doctors that could see me at one of their other locations, which were an hour and a half to 2 hours away from me. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen, because that's too far. I probably wouldn't make it to them in time before they actually close. And then also I had to have a driver because I can't drive myself. She was like, well, if you really want to see a doctor, then maybe you can just go to your normal eye doctor, because again, this is the specialist that I've been seeing. Maybe you can go to your regular eye doctor and just see what they can do. That they can at least look at the eye and see if anything is going on, and hopefully help you out a little bit. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? Fine, because my regular eye doctor is way closer to me and I need some relief. So I called my regular eye doctor and they were able to get me in that same day, that same Tuesday, just only a few hours later. At first I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. You know, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't even go to this because yes, they are an eye doctor and they know what they're doing. They study this, but I'm like, they aren't the retina specialist that I see. So maybe they won't know what's going on with my eye and I don't want to go up here and waste my time again or get told something else that's just not even going to really help me. I don't know, but I'm in so much pain. I need help. So I'm like, forget it. I'm just going to go. Plus, at this point, I was also looking for a second opinion because while I do like my retina specialist, I do like him. He's a very great doctor. But I'm like, something wasn't right. And I know he meant well and maybe that's what he thought it was, but you know, even though this is my first time going through this procedure and my first time dealing with all this, I also know my body. So I knew something wasn't right because if it was my sinuses and all that, then I would be feeling better at this point after being on all these steroids and Sudafed and pain meds. I would be feeling so much better if it was my sinuses. But I was feeling the exact same way that I was feeling before I went in to get that steroid pack. So I went into my normal eye doctor, which is also another great doctor, and he looked at my eye, tested my pressure and all that. Long story short, my eye pressure was up, and it was up a lot. So normal eye pressure in your eye is in the like low 20s, like 20, 22, 20, I don't know, something in the low 20s, right? My eye pressure in this eye was a 40. Okay, now what happens when your eye pressure gets up is if the pressure in your eye is up too high for too long, it can damage, it can cause nerve damage. Now, and this came to a shock to me because first of all, that is like extremely high. But then also like up until this surgery and everything, I have never had any problems with pressure in my eye. They've always been, I'm guessing they've always been normal because the eye doctor has never told me that they were high before. And if they were high, I'm pretty sure that's something you would tell your patient. So I've never had problems with pressure before this. And even when I went into my specialist the Thursday before this appointment, my pressure was not even that high. Because again, if it was that high, they would have told me. But to go from the 20s to a 40 in a matter of 5 days, I don't know why or how it happened, but something made it shoot up, which put me in more pain than I was already freaking in. My eye was still swollen, all of that. Then obviously before I did all that, you know, he dilated my eye. But before they went to dilate it, he made a comment that struck me and made everything make sense. Well, actually not him, one of the nurses that was going to go dilate my eye so he can look in my eye, she was like, well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dilate your eye and this may also help with the pain a little bit. And I'm like, wait a minute, pause, back up, rewind. What did you just say? Dilation will help with the pain a little bit? She's like, yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, this is beyond me. I had never even heard this. As much as I've gotten my eye dilated in the past, and especially within these last 4 weeks since my surgery, as much as my eye's been dilated, I have never heard that it can help with pain. But apparently it can. When your pupil is like this, or you know, closed up, I guess it's like not straining. Look, I'm not a doctor. I don't even remember the correct terms that he said, so don't come for me. It's constricting. I don't know. And it could cause a lot of pain and pressure, but when you dilate the eye, it kind of just like releases it, kind of relaxes the eye. So basically kind of like a muscle relaxer for the eye is what dilation drops can do. And I'm like, that explains why every time I would leave the eye doctor, I would feel okay. Because since my surgery, every time they see me, they dilate my eyes so they can look in it and check everything out. But every time I leave a doctor, I feel good. I feel good. But then like later on that evening or night or even the next day, I'm back in pain again. But it never hit me. And if you guys remember, after my surgery, they put me on 3 drops. One of those drops that I got put on right after surgery was a dilation drop. However, at my week appointment, he took me off of it. But he told me that that even though he took me off of it, he said it could last about, you know, a few days or a week after the fact. So that explains everything. That explains why right after my surgery, I felt pretty much fine, and all this pain really didn't start happening until the like 2 to 2.5 week mark. It explains everything. So to wrap everything up, he winded up putting me back on my dilation drop that I got taken off of a week after my surgery. So I'm back on that twice a day, as well as my steroids still 4 times a day. And then he also gave me a eye drop that's good for pressure, because clearly it was up very high, and I got to do that one twice a day as well. So at this point I have been doing that, I don't know what, since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So for the last 4 days, let me tell you, after feeling so much pain to where I can't even describe it, pain to where it had me in tears, pain to where it made me to where I couldn't even take care of my kids properly, pain to where I don't know, just horrific pain for 4.5 weeks straight, to now where I am like pain free. I'm sure y'all can just see it in my eyes. Well, one eye, my one good eye, my smile, my demeanor, everything. Just to be pain-free after so long of constant, unbearing pain. Y'all don't even understand. I could cry tears of joy now, but I won't, because done enough of that the last 4.5 weeks. Y'all don't even understand. And not only am I pain free, but again, the swelling is gone, which was contributing to a little bit of the pain. The swelling is gone, so I can open my eye a little bit more. It's still a little bit on the lazy side, but it doesn't look like I completely have an absolute lazy eye like it was looking like. Like, I am just like over the moon excited. And this honestly gave me more hope and more patience to deal with the rest of this healing process, because honestly I was at my wit's end with it. Like, I was ready to just pry this eyeball out and be done with it. Honestly, that's how much pain I was in, and I was over it. But now I'm like, I'm pain free, so we're good, you know. I know my eye's a little bit ugly. I still can't really do the makeup because I don't want to get anything in it, but just to be able to go on with my everyday life, to get through the day and not be in freaking pain, y'all don't even understand. But I'm sure y'all can tell just how good it feels just by the way I am. So yeah, there's an update on that. I'm so glad I went in and seen him. I mean, he didn't even do much, but he saved me. And he doesn't even know it. Well, he does know it, because I told him thank you, I swear, like 20 times when I was in the office. I'm like, you don't even understand. I thank you so much. Like, I thank you so freaking much. You don't even understand. Obviously, I still have a little ways to go as far as the healing process goes, and as far as you know, before I can get back into doing makeup and everything. But we are getting closer and closer every day, and now that I got a handle on what was going on, I feel like it's going to be even sooner than I originally even expected, and I am so happy about that. Woo! So yeah, anyways, I'm done talking now. I'm done. I'm gonna stop. I just had to fill you guys in on that, because I know some of you actually were keeping up with my whole journey and my process through this, and y'all knew I was in a lot of pain. So yeah, I figured I'd update you guys. But I'm done now. Let's go to Goodwill, shall we? So alright guys, it is the next day. I forgot to film my outro for some reason, and on top of that I realized that I was so into expressing my excitement about not being in pain and giving you guys a little eye update that I so totally forgot to even tell you guys why the heck I was going to Goodwill in the first place. I was just like, blah 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 about my eye, I'm not in pain, boom, let's go to Goodwill. So I apologize for that. So the reason why I went to Goodwill is I wasn't going on some shopping spree. I wasn't going, you know, just to go load up on some good thrifty finds. Yes, I did want to get out of the house, but also I was going for a reason. So next week, my boyfriend and I are actually going to be going to a Falcons game with his family. His aunt actually bought us tickets. So sweet of her, because his birthday is December 11th, and also like for Christmas, so she kind of did like a birthday / Christmas thing. So she bought us tickets to go to this game, so that's very exciting. My boyfriend is a football fanatic. Clearly his favorite team is the Falcons. Win, lose, or draw, he's a true fan. So anyways, we're going to this game and I realized like I need something to wear. I need a Falcon shirt. And it made me think, why don't I have a Falcon shirt in the first place? Excuse my very talkative 3-year-old. I have Falcon pajama pants. I have a Falcon hat. All this, but I don't have a basic t-shirt. Like, why? So of course any collegiate item is going to cost you a little bit of coin. Any basic t-shirt can range you from about $20 to $30 and on up. And of course the jerseys, like the cheapest jersey I've seen is like $75, and that's cheap. Sir, sorry, but I'm not gonna be paying that for a shirt right now. I'm just not. I'm cheap and also broke. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Goodwill and see if I can find something. There's always got to be something, right? Whether it be in the men's section or the women's section, it doesn't matter. And if it's too big, maybe I can cut it or tie it or something like that. So that is why I went to Goodwill yesterday, was on the hunt for a Falcon shirt, because we go to this game in a week and like, I don't have anything. Which leads me to the Goodwill verdict. Didn't find a single Falcon shirt at all. I found so many other teams, countless amounts of UGA shirts, but Falcons, nothing. Like literally nothing. I was so disappointed. If you're wondering if I got any of the other jackets and things that I tried on, yes, to lift my spirits, I did come out of there with the blue Under Armour hoodie, the purple Gap hoodie, and the kind of dark navy blue Asics jacket. Yes, I came out with those 3. But I went there for a Falcon shirt and didn't come out with a single one. So even though I scored some goodies, that trip was still a fail. So now I'm either going to have to give Goodwill a few days and try again, wind up having to pay $20 to $30 for a shirt anyways, or just be a basic biatch and wear plain red and black and then my Falcons hat. So those are my only 3 options. Either way, I will be festive some kind of way. And fun fact, this will actually be my first ever NFL game I've ever been to. I've been to like high school football games and such, and I've even been to professional baseball games, but never a professional football game. So I'm pretty excited about that. Thinking about vlogging the experience, if I can. We'll see. But I think it'll be fun to look back on and have those memories. Also something else for me to post, considering still can't quite do makeup, but we're getting there, closer and closer every day. So yeah, that's that. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. If you enjoyed this video and you're just as excited as I am for me to get back into my normal routine and get back to playing with makeup, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Also know that the Thanksgiving holiday has passed us and we are all back to our normal scheduled programming. Y'all let me know how your Thanksgiving went down below. Mine went great. I ate a lot of food, way more than I should have, way more than I told myself I was going to. Got bloated as fuck and lived my best life. But besides that, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all and I will see ya in the next one.